Hey guys, I'm Church 84. Uh, Today I got some bad news where I found out my rabbit, Cinder, is probably just counting the days left of her life. Basically, I took her for a vet exam yesterday, and not so good news. There were masses just everywhere in her stomach, and it from the point of feeling it, it was hard to say if it was uterus or if it was a GI tract thing. Where, hey, if it's a uterus thing, we can just pull that out, no big deal with surgery, and hopefully it'd be fine from there. But at that point, it was kind of hard. So I wanted to, I wanted to beat this before it becomes worse, and well, I got my answer. I I was like, okay, well, I can pay for blood work, I can pay for surgery, or I could pay for an ultrasound. Surgery is doable, but if there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do, and that just would have been a sunk cost. Blood work may not have been fully um, descriptive, I guess, of any symptoms or what's going on. Because she was eating fine. She was doing fine, playing, eating, pooping, etc. No big deal. So, uh, she's 8 years old, by the way, unspayed. I happen to have just rescued her, so it's weird. It's hitting me hard. Like it, um, like I literally rescued her off the street where she was chilling under a bush somewhere, and my then girlfriend and I had just picked her up, put her in a box, and took her away from what could have been a really, really bad situation. So, yeah, I've learned the hard way of how to take care of a rabbit. It's been 8 years of frustration and happiness, and yeah, everything that comes with having a pet, really. But having an exotic pet is definitely a lot different than your domestic cat, your dog, uh, things like that. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. So we had her ultrasound done, and she took it like a champ. She did fine. She's been very, very good about medication, about eye drops, about ultrasound. There's really been no problem. She's not. She'll nit me and say, "Hey, I don't like this," um, but she'll give in because I don't know. So she'll end up taking. She'll do fine. So the ultrasound results showed masses in her liver, her uterus, um, and everything like that. So basically, surgery became an option. There's no way to do anything enough to fix the problem. So now we just say, hey, it's gonna be time to let her go, probably within a year. No official timeline was actually given, but considering her last exam was completely clean, um, sometime in that time period, this happened, and there was quite a lot of growth. So I don't know. Maybe it was like the day after her exam, she started getting it, or it would have become noticeable, or it could have been a month. Who knows? Um, so now we're just kind of playing the waiting game. When is her quality of life going to be um, something that is going to be decreased to a point where I have to make a choice? Do I just let it go? Do I euthanize? Uh, and it's hard. It's a really hard choice. Um, the doctor said she's probably going to be weaning off of eating and drinking, and that's going to be the biggest telltale sign of, hey, it's almost my time to go. So can't believe it. She's been with a friend of mine for the last year since I had to move home. Uh, there just wasn't a place for her here, unfortunately. So they've done a good job taking care of her. But, and you know that whenever you adopt a pet or rescue a pet, especially, you know, there's no guaranteed lifeline. It could be tomorrow, it could be next year before they die, causes natural or not. So, and if you rescue, you really know that there's an increased possibility of death, because if they've been on the wild, God knows what they've been subject to, injury, bites, infection, things like that. So, it's been just a couple months, or a couple weeks rather. And yeah, I'm beyond devastated. I don't even know what to do. I mean, and this is just knowing that this is the onset. I'm sure I'm going to be a wreck when the day comes, but it's just crazy how you think, oh, it won't happen that, within this time frame, but it does. And so I guess where it leads to is with a uterine cancer, one of the biggest reasons she got it was because she was on spayed, and I never made the choice to get her spayed, and that was my fault, and I could have done it, but I never really had the money, and I never really could get it done. It's not something that it's like a cat or a dog where it's as easy. Having an exotic pet like a rabbit makes it a little bit more difficult because the anesthesia is going to be different, the dosage is going to be different, how they take it might be different. So, yeah, it's just, putting them under is generally okay, but there's still that possibility that something can happen. So I gambled. Chances, I've been told, are like 85% of unspayed females get cancer. So for my girl to be that 15%, not likely. So anyway, if I think I learned from anything, I mean, it's been great with her. Like I said, it's been hell and high water. The first few years, at least, were hard, but it got easier. I would definitely do it again. Knowing what I know now, it would be a lot easier to understand why rabbits do the things they do, instead of learning the hard way. Why is she attacking? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? So it was like $250 to get her spayed, and I think from learning now, it's worth it. To even if it's a 3 to 4 year lifespan increase, I mean, it's $250. It's not that bad. So, plus having another litter. Cinder already had one, and I didn't even know she was pregnant when I rescued her. So, but anyway, yeah, it really sucks, and but such is life. Happens. Pets go on, so do we. And so if you got a rabbit and she's female, I definitely recommend spaying her. There might be some better low cost services. Check your local vets. But I definitely recommend it. That way it's better for her, maybe a little bit better for you as a companion. So, yeah, we're just going to wait it out. I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It could be 3 months. It could be 6 months. Who knows? Like I said, the way it looked like it to me, it wouldn't surprise me if it was less than 8 months to a year. So, sometime, it's August, by the end of the year, maybe. I don't know. She'll be gone. But anyway, yeah, I'm just devastated. I don't know what. Soon I'll have a decision to make, and what do I want to do? Anyway, hope you guys had a good day, good weekend. See you guys next time. Check me out. Yeah, I'll have the links and everything on Twitch.